If you woke up this morning feeling as if your knees, back, or shoulders had aged a decade overnight, you are not alone, and you are exactly who I want to talk to right now. For many of us, the daily routine begins with that familiar creak of stiff joints, maybe a dull ache in the lower back, and the reflex reach for whatever bottle of pills happens to be in the bathroom cabinet. But somewhere inside, there is still a quiet hope for something gentler, something that actually helps the body heal rather than just muting the alarm bells for a few hours. If that hope still flickers in you, type "I'm ready" in the comments so I can heart your message and cheer you on, because the next few minutes may open a door you didn't know was there. The story starts with two of the simplest ingredients in any kitchen: castor oil and garlic. Castor oil is unlike any other oil you can pour from a bottle. Its molecules are heavy, yet they move with a purpose, diving through the skin's surface and slipping into deeper tissues, where inflammation hides. No cosmetic serum, no olive oil, no coconut oil comes close to that level of penetration. Scientists credit a unique fatty acid called ricinoleic acid for this behavior, and modern imaging confirms that where castor oil travels, blood flow rises and painful stiffness can soften. Garlic, on the other hand, needs no introduction to your taste buds. Yet most people have never considered it a rival to prescription antibiotics. When you crush a clove, you ignite a quick-acting compound named allicin. Laboratory profiles show that allicin outperforms tetracycline. Yes, a mainstream pharmaceutical, by a factor of roughly 6 against several stubborn bacteria. Nature built a pharmacy under that papery skin, and once you unlock it, the benefits rush forward. Antimicrobial action, calm for overactive immune cells, improved circulation, and a mild thinning of stubborn mucus that loves to linger in the lungs. Now imagine these two ingredients working as a team. The oil becomes a delivery truck, carrying garlic's powerful compounds deep into places ordinary creams never reach. The fluid between arthritic knuckles, the stubborn knots of a bone spur, the slow-moving lymph channels in an inflamed abdomen, even the heavy congestion settled in chest and sinuses. You can see why people who try the blend often stick with it, sometimes quite literally, because castor oil is famously thick and sticky. So how do you turn oil and garlic into something your body can truly use? Find a piece of soft cotton cloth, perhaps an old t-shirt square or a strip of flannel the size of your hand. Lay that fabric on a sheet of plastic wrap. This shield prevents leaks and saves your favorite pajamas. Pour about 1 teaspoon of castor oil onto the very center of the cloth. The oil will sit like a glossy bubble at first. That is perfect. Resist the urge to drown the cloth. A thin pool soaks in better than a flood, and it keeps your sheets safe later on. If you don't have castor oil on hand, don't worry. I've added a trusted product link in the video description below. Next, take half a clove of fresh garlic and grate it as finely as you can. The aroma will bloom instantly, sharp and unmistakable, which is your cue that allicin is forming. Stir the grated garlic into the little pool of oil with the back of the spoon. Let the mixture rest for 15 minutes. During that pause, the oil starts to draw every beneficial compound out of the garlic shreds. If your skin is sensitive, or you plan to place the compress near delicate areas like the neck, you can strain the garlic pieces back out of the oil after this brief infusion. The active molecules have already moved into the oil and will carry on without the solids. Once infused, place the cloth, oil side down, on the target area. Perhaps it is a wrist achy from years of typing, a knee that complains on every staircase, or an abdomen weighed down by sluggish digestion. Wrap a strip of gentle fabric or an elastic bandage around the site so the pack stays in place. Add a warm water bottle or low-setting heating pad if you want faster absorption, but test the heat with your hand first. You want comfort, never a burn, then simply rest. Leave the pack for at least 1 hour, or if nighttime suits your schedule, wear it while you sleep. The warmth of your body thins the oil, allowing it to spread through layer after layer of tissue, carrying allicin with it as it goes. When you remove the cloth, fold it inward so the used surface stays contained. Slip it into a zip-top bag and keep it in a cool spot or even the refrigerator. The same clothes can serve you for up to a week. Each evening, drizzle another teaspoon of oil into the center, add a trace of freshly grated garlic, and repeat the ritual. The fabric becomes a faithful ally, holding more oil with every use while saving you time and money. Safety comes first. Never place raw garlic directly on bare skin. Blisters form quickly, especially in humid settings or on tender areas. Always infuse it in the oil, or remove the shreds before the cloth touches your body. Test the blend on the inside of your forearm for 20 minutes, the very first time you try it. If no redness or itching appears, you are good to proceed. Keep castor oil out of your mouth unless a qualified professional explicitly advises otherwise. It is a powerful laxative when swallowed and can cause unpleasant cramps. Used externally, however, it is gentle, provided you protect clothes and bedding from its enthusiastic staining habits. So what can you expect once this routine becomes second nature? Some viewers begin with joint pain. They report that the stiff morning grip that once made it impossible to open a jar gradually relaxes after a week or two of nightly packs. Others are dealing with bone spurs. The oil garlic team cannot dissolve calcium overnight, but many people notice that the inflammation around a heel spur or elbow spur eases within a month, allowing freer movement and less sharp pain at dawn. People struggling through winter bronchitis often place a larger, thinner cloth across the chest, sit beneath a light blanket, and breathe as the blend warms. They describe airways opening and coughing fits, calming, sometimes within a single evening. Sinus sufferers create a smaller patch and rest it gently across the bridge of the nose, carefully avoiding any contact with the eyes. 10 or 15 minutes are usually enough to feel pressure drain and headaches subside. Individuals battling slow bowels secure a palm-sized pack over the lower abdomen for an hour before bedtime, sometimes paired with elevated knees on a footstool in the bathroom the next morning. The oil's deep reach encourages peristalsis without the harshness of oral laxatives, while garlic's anti-inflammatory nature calms irritated intestinal walls. Women managing fibroids or ovarian cysts often pair the compress with diet changes that support hormone balance, positioning the cloth across the lower abdomen each night. Over weeks and months, many of them report lighter cycles and diminished heaviness. Meanwhile, people living with eczema or psoriasis appreciate the subtle hydration and itch relief when they dab a mini compress onto a stubborn patch for 15 minutes, then follow with a fragrance-free moisturizer. One area nobody loves talking about is hemorrhoids. Freezing a small cotton swab soaked in oil and garlic into a smooth suppository shape, then applying it briefly at bedtime, offers 3 kinds of relief at once: cooling comfort, swelling reduction courtesy of castor oil, and infection defense from garlic. These are delicate tissues, so proceed slowly. Keep the application short and always listen to your body's feedback. Stories carry more weight than statistics, so let me share a few. A retired woodworker in his late 60s had given up long walks thanks to a mortifying limp from an old ankle injury. 10 nights after he started wrapping the joint, he sent a message. "I just strolled half a mile to the bakery and back. No brace, no limp, no fear." A grandmother who thought arthritis had ended her decades-long knitting hobby wrote, "Scarves for the grandbabies are back on the needles." My personal favorite came from a viewer who battled endless sinus congestion every spring. She used the pack over her forehead for 3 weeks and mailed a single sentence. "First April in years, I can smell the orange blossoms again." Those results did not happen in 24 hours. Consistency is the silent engine of this remedy. Think of the pack like a gentle sculptor chipping away at a stone statue. One tap reveals nothing, but 100 measured taps reveal shape, and 1,000 reveal beauty. The general guideline is simple. If the problem appeared 3 weeks ago, give the compress at least 3 days of nightly use before judging. If the issue brewed for 3 months, offer it 3 full weeks. If discomfort has haunted you for 3 years or more, commit to 3 months of faithful application while tracking changes in a notebook. Even the safest routine deserves caution. Anyone with a known garlic allergy, a bleeding disorder, or anticoagulant prescriptions should speak with a healthcare provider first. Pregnant viewers must consult their practitioner before introducing any new therapy. Never place the pack over broken skin, and discontinue if you notice persistent redness or rash that does not fade after gentle washing. Remember, natural does not mean risk-free, and an informed partnership with a medical professional magnifies your success. Now, because interaction keeps our community vibrant, let's stay connected. If you have heard something useful so far, drop the number 1 in the comments. If a particular condition you hope to tackle was mentioned just now, type the number 2 so I know how to create deeper follow-up content. If you are still here, soaking up every detail, send the number 3. That simple gesture tells me these long-form lessons matter. Some viewers worry that a home remedy this old-fashioned must surely belong to another era. The truth is almost the opposite. As modern research explores deeper layers of connective tissue and microcirculation, it keeps bumping into ricinoleic acid, allicin, and the exact pathways traditional healers relied on long before microscopes. Quality studies continue to emerge, and while they have not yet crowned this blend a universal cure, they repeatedly confirm anti-inflammatory action, microbial defense, and improved local blood flow. We are witnessing science catching up to handed-down wisdom, verifying rather than dismissing it. Healing is never only about muscles and membranes. Chronic pain steals confidence, robs hobbies, and casts a shadow over family outings. Each time you lay that warm cloth on a sore joint or congested chest, you quietly reclaim territory you thought you had lost. You tell your body, "I believe you can feel better, and I'm willing to help." Over time, that small nightly vote of confidence can ripple outward, nudging you to walk an extra block, to sit at the piano again, or to play on the floor with a grandchild without calculating how you will stand back up. Before we part, consider choosing one place on your body that needs kindness the most. Picture yourself tonight, cloth prepared, oil bubbles soaking through, garlic aroma drifting for just a moment before you wrap the area and settle in. Ask your body to notice the warmth, the slow easing of tension, the subtle invitation to heal. Tomorrow, write down the first change you feel, however small. Then come back to the comments and share your observation. you might hand another viewer the courage to start. Liked this? Tap like, share, and hit subscribe with the bell. Your body can still heal. Keep the journey going by clicking the next video now.